Hello everyone and welcome back to my Unreal Engine tutorial series on making your own 3D platformer. Today's video is going to be nice and simple. We're going to do the classic Spyro end of level sequence where we pick up a gem or a character gives us something and then a portal opens up. So let me show you what we're going to create and show you how easy it is. So as you can see, there's a gem over there and the portal over there. These are just basic things. You can see how I did the portal in the previous tutorial. So I'm just going to jump over here, and before I pick up the gem, you'll see the portal does not work, does not let me teleport anywhere. This is just very basic. Obviously we don't have any like animations or a nice like background to go in there, but it does technically function. So let me pick up the gem. Nice and easy. Obviously we can add animations and such to that, and then when we go through the portal, back to the hub world. Nice and easy. Okay, so let me show you how that's done. Okay, so first things first, let's make some changes to the portal, as this is the easiest part. So let me show you that. So go into your portals folder and your blueprints folder, go to your level portal, and we're just going to create two things. So firstly, we're going to create a Boolean variable called isActive. And then we're going to right click in our event graph and create a custom event called activate portal. And all we're going to do is set isActive to true. And just make sure the default here is off. Okay, that's all we're going to do in the portal. So let me show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so back in your blueprints folder, what we're going to do is we're going to create a gameplay folder. And in here, we're just going to create a new blueprint class of type actor. And just label this BP end level item. Okay, so we're just going to add a static mesh and a sphere collision. Okay, so add your static mesh. I'm going to add mine as the diamond I created earlier. And then I'm just going to change the sphere collision to be bigger than the diamond. Also, just because I want the rotating effect, I'm going to add the rotating movement and just change the default variable to 90. If you wanted to make it modular, you can check out the previous tutorials on creating collectible currencies and monies, as I can show you how to do that there. Okay, so into the event graph, we're going to go to our sphere collision and we're just going to go to on component begin overlap. And then we're gonna cast to the player, cast to BP player. And this just makes sure that it's the player activating this and not a NPC or anything like that. So from here, we're gonna get all actors of class, and this will be of type BP level portal. And from here, from the out actors, we're gonna get a copy, and we're gonna leave this at 0 because we're gonna be looking for one portal in the level. So that's all that's gonna do. And then from there, we're gonna drag it out of our get and call activate portal. There we go. And then after that, we're going to destroy the actor. Okay, so click compile and save. And then go into your level. One thing I forgot, because I do want to make this instant editable, go back to your portal and just make sure that isActive is instance editable. Just so that out in the world, we get the option here isActive. Okay, as you can see on the portal, I've just set the target level name as the hub. And then we're going to come and drag our end of level item into the world and place it. So from there, all we're going to do is test. So I'm just going to spawn here. Check. Oh, no, that did not work. Okay, so why it didn't work is this function here. I created this branch while testing, so yours will look exactly like this. Probably be a bit closer. So all we want to do is we want to make sure to check that the portal is active before we teleport through, and that's why we teleported through before, is because there was no instance of the branch. So we're gonna add a branch and make sure the condition is active, and if it's true, then we can go ahead. So let's test it now. Okay, you can see the portal is not active, but if we go and click the gem, and there we go. So that's how easy it is to create this end of level gem. Now, in a later tutorial, when I have enemies and the AI, what we're going to do is we're going to simulate sort of the end of a level where we defeat the boss and the boss drops the item for us. And once we pick up the item, the portal becomes active. And we'll add the animations and all of that in a later tutorial. This is just the basics so that we get the framework and mechanics of the game down first. So I hope you learned something, and that's it for this tutorial. Cheers for now.